people told me, watch Below Her Mouth. It's got like 7 hot lesbian sex scenes and an androgynous supermodel who makes Shane from The L Word look like Steve Buscemi. Okay, you had me at sex. The movie is your basic human meets human and we get to watch them fall in love movie. It's like a Justin Long, Drew Barrymore rom-com, but with watchable sex and lesbians. Alright, let's fry up some lesbian movie review stew, complete with a semi-pornographic amount of sex, a closeted lesbian, and a knockout performance by the third lead in the film, the blonde Swede's Big Black. I am Amanda, and this is my Really Gay YouTube channel. We are gonna break down this movie like a closeted gay in the South, and then after I bitch about the movie for a hot second, I will rate it on the 4-star scale, as well as rating it on the Kinsey scale, because we need to know, is this movie just like a little bit gay, or a whole ass continent full of gay? Is it like kinda gay, or is it like gay?
You didn't say goodbye last night. I'll be here until dark, and you never have to see me again.
One drink.
Take me somewhere.
Written by Stephanie Fabrizi, who I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say is a little bit gay, based just off of this red carpet photo, and starring Erica Linder as Dallas and Natalie Krill as Jasmine. Oh, like, of course they named the hot, brooding, blonde lead Dallas. Like, was Butch Cassidy taken? By the way, Erica Linder is a f***ing supermodel. Damn, this woman is f***ing hot. I go into an accent just because she's so hot. She puts me in there. I think this might be what happened to Madonna. Look at these photos. Look at them. Look at these photos. Just look at them. And I look like this. And you look like that. And then you've got people who, like Erica Linder, who look like this. Makes me want to slap my mama in the face. It dawned on me watching this movie that so many queer TV shows and films have opening sex scenes. It seems to be like a thing with queer films and movies. Like, let's start out with some sex. Right when they click play, it's like, it's totally jarring. Like, 1 minute I'm microwaving some cheese enchiladas, the next minute I'm thrown into a full-on les humping scene with zero warning. It's like getting on a roller coaster, but instead of going up and down, the seats fall out the bottom and you fall into a sex pit filled with strap-ons and boobies. You're like, what? This isn't what I expected.
Pass me the keys and let me take it for a ride.
Take her for a ride.
Okay, I have mixed feelings about our lead in this movie. On the one hand, I am so sick of the hot, angsty chick who clearly needs therapy. Like, that is such a overdone story arc. On the other hand, that bitch exists. She is here, and she is here to stay. There is a reason Shane was on our television for so long and still is back on our television with Generation Q. It's because that lesbian exists. It's the one who is hot and she knows she's hot, who can get any woman at the bar and she knows she can get any woman at the bar, who is a player, who is a stereotype. Oh, I get it, but it's just like, I'm kind of tired of watching it on my lesbian movie screen. Okay, the first kissing scene is hot. It's hot. Oh my god, she's gonna use the water to masturbate. Holy you know she's gonna use the water to masturbate. I thought it was the only one who did this. God damn, when I look back at myself as a horny teen doing this in the bathtub in the hallway, where everyone could probably hear all kinds of weird noises. It's not like the way it is in movies where everything's just flowing and there's background music and it's just like, this is so sensual. In real life, you're in the tub and it's like, and you're just like mashing your hips against the side and trying to get to that right position so the water can hit that spot. Meanwhile, mom and dad are out in the hallway like, what is she doing in there? Honey, it sounds like you have a large animal in the tub or something. What are those noises coming out? Her daughter's doing dirty things. This movie follows your basic lesbian movie plotline, right? Woman in a relationship with a man discovers she's attracted to women through the sheer hotness of this other lesbian. The rest of the plot more or less involves a bunch of gay sex until original woman's boyfriend finds out and it all blows up in their faces. I gotta be honest, about 35 minutes into this movie, I hit pause just to see how much time there was left until the queer girl finally realizes that she can't ignore her queerness, and we get to see this whole thing resolved. And it was like, ooh, an hour? The problem is that this type of movie has become so predictable that you're not on the edge of your seat going, ooh, what's gonna happen next? Like, we all knew they were gonna hook up from the moment they made eye contact, and we knew Dallas was gonna be hot and moody for the whole movie, and we knew that Jasmine was gonna have a hard time dealing with her queerness. Literally everything that happens in the movie, you will know that it is going to happen at least 20 minutes before it takes place. Why does every lesbian movie have a section of music that's just a bunch of women going like... This movie gets a little awkward at times.
Don't you dare.
Don't ever do that again.
You're supposed to be frisky.
Kidding.
Never do that again. What is happening? We're crazy sex lesbians. Tell me that's not Shane energy. Like, tell me this is not Shane getting out of a car right here. Oh, not the boyfriend coming home early. Oh. As a viewer, you're literally sitting here like, okay, when's the boyfriend coming home so he can walk in on lesbian sex? I just hate watching somebody catch their SO cheating. I hate it. I think because I'm in a relationship, I always put myself in the shoes of the person who's getting cheated on. It's the curse of having a hot girlfriend. You always identify with the person getting cheated on in movies. Okay. Couple things that cheating in this movie reminded me of. It is never okay to cheat, even if you're just discovering your queerness or your gayness and you're not sure. If you want to make sure you're not gay and you are in a relationship with a man, I'm sorry. You have to tell him. You have to say to him, honey, I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but I think I might fuck a couple of women. 2, I am so glad that more and more queer people are coming out of the closet and feeling comfortable with their sexuality. Even if you think it's wrong, it's evil, whatever you think, you have to admit that people being in the closet leads to more betrayal, less trust, and I'm just gonna say it, more infidelity. Okay, that was probably the most pointless 2 minutes I ever spent on camera, because if you're watching me, you're either cool with the gays or you the gays, so...
Tell me what I need to do to fix this.
Tell me what I need to do to fix this. Bitch, are you crazy? Are you crazy? You just spent 2 days having hot lesbian sex, and also to the dude. Dude, are you crazy? Your woman just spent 2 days having hot lesbian sex. Are y'all both crazy? Why the are you gonna stay with somebody when you just walked in on them getting in the ass by another woman? Like, if I was this dude's friend, I would be like, how are you going to get the image of your woman bent over in a tub getting by a person that, let's face it, is way hotter than you? How are you gonna get that image out of your head? What, are you gonna join a hockey league? That's not gonna help. At least Dallas isn't as dumb as Jasmine and her fiance. Jasmine comes over and Jasmine's like,
Ra's waiting outside.
What?
Ra's waiting outside. Dallas is like, what? Why? We all just left your place when he busted us having sex together, and now you brought him back to my place. Are you on mushrooms right now?
I should not be in this position.
I shouldn't have put you in this position. Oh, she's hot and she cries. I just got so horny.
Hey, you okay? Here.
Man, they really portray dudes as some idiots in this movie. The fiance walks in on his woman banging a hot lesbian, and his response is like, I'll drive you to work. Then when the dude coworkers notice Dallas is kind of off or not feeling good, their solution is, let's drink on the job. We're only roofers, right? I love how movies always have scenes of hot people looking into the mirror like, God, you disgust me. You're still hot. Alright, here are my overall thoughts on the film. It's worth it, just for the Dallas walking around in her apartment topless scenes alone. Dallas walking around topless her apartment is the am I attracted to her or do I want to be her? Every lesbian eventually encounters do I want to bang her or steal her identity? I give this flick 2 stars out of 4. It's predictable, but watchable. It's overly sexualized, but the sex is well done. The acting is pretty good, but nothing that, like, blows you away. As I said, it is 2 out of 4 stars. It is a medium movie. Is it worth a watch? Yes. I mean, for one thing, if you're a sapphic chick and you want to get your partner in the mood, be like, oh, honey, let's watch Blow Her Mouth. I guarantee you, by the end of the movie, y'all's couch is gonna feel like a fish tank because hot sex scenes. So how does it rate on the Kinsey scale? Well, it's a movie about a closeted queer chick who falls in love with a Shane-esque lesbian roofer. They have hot lesbian sex for 2 days, fall in love with each other. Oh yeah, and at one point, Dallas is even pushing with her hands a carousel so that Jasmine can ride on it, and they talk about their childhood dreams. And oh my god, this movie is so gay! So gay! Very gay! It's a 6! It's super gay. Okay, thanks to everyone who suggested I watch this movie. It was actually multiple people. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I am sending you love, and I'll see you next video.